guys, it's Sarah. Welcome to my channel, Lose Weight Sarah, bringing you something a little bit different today. We had a very active family fun day that I wanted to share with you. We actually traveled to Livesay Orchards in Porter, Oklahoma, and we did some apple and pumpkin picking. This orchard was so cute. There was lots of fun things to do. If you had little kids, there was more stuff to do. My kids are obviously a little older, but the orchard and the farm stand itself were really beautiful. The first stop was the Kitty Hay Maze, and they had these fun little stands that had kind of fun facts about apples and pumpkins and cows. And we had fun looking at the questions, even though they were clearly made for little kids. Now, the Hay Maze has a story theme for Spookly the Square Pumpkin. The message of the story is an anti-bullying theme, which was really super awesome, and you could follow along the storyboards as you went through the Hay Maze. Now, we obviously, because my kids are older, did not spend a whole lot of time in here. In fact, I think my son got mad at me at one point for having us stay in this maze for too long because it was a little babyish. But it was still super cute, and if you had little ones, this would be a lot of fun to do. The next stop was the farm stand market, and they had lots and lots of pumpkins and apples. Pretty much as far as the eye could see, lots of beautiful sets and just bushels and bushels of apples. They also had some cucumbers and onions, lots of delicious treats. They do have honeybees there, so there was different kinds of honey. Something to know about Porter, Oklahoma, it's actually known for its peaches, so a lot of the honey, and they had some barbecue sauce and salsa, was peach themed or peach infused. Next we went on a hayride to go pumpkin and apple picking. And I have to say, they did a really great job as far as social distancing goes and making sure that everybody was wearing masks in order to stay safe. We had never been to this particular orchard. In fact, we had not been apple or pumpkin picking since we lived in New Jersey, which is almost 10 years ago. So this was really fun. The orchard was really beautiful. This farm is known for its peaches, and so you could see the peach trees. Now, I don't believe peaches are in season this time of year, so we didn't really see any peaches, but the pumpkin patch and the apple farms are just not to be believed. This was the first time that I ever did pumpkin picking off of a vine. Anytime I had ever gone to a pumpkin patch, they had been ones where you just pick from, the pumpkins that have already been picked. But this farm had pumpkins as far as the eye could see. It was really incredible, and the selection was actually really awesome. My son was really determined to find the most perfect pumpkin in his eyes. And he did. We actually left with 3 pumpkins that are really cute. We had some absolutely gorgeous weather while we were here. It was cool but sunny. There was a nice breeze going. You can see we're all dressed a little bit differently based on our temperature tolerance. My son would wear shorts and a t-shirt if it was 30 degrees outside, if he could have it his way. Me, I'm always cold, and then my husband and my daughter are always, kind of somewhere in the middle. But yeah, it was just really a perfect day. The next stop was the apple orchard, and this orchard was just so beautiful and smelled so amazing. They had a ton of different varieties of apples. I can't remember all of them, but I know they had Pink Lady, Arkansas Black, Granny Smith, just to name a few. I also think we got here early enough in the season that we were able to get some really, really good quality apples. You can see on these trees, they hadn't really been picked over too much yet. There were really just an abundance of apples to choose from. I was really having such a good time doing this, and we walked so much because we were trying to go, keep away from other families as much as possible and kind of keep to ourselves just to keep safe social distancing practices, and of course to get the best fruits. And all of these apples were just so pretty. They were all pretty colors, pretty yellows and reds. We even got to see a couple of cows out in this field here. They really didn't want to be on camera. That one was right by the fence, and then as I walked up by it, it actually ran away from me, and I didn't want to scare it, so I just kind of let it go and zoomed in instead. We really, really enjoyed the apple orchard. We had so much fun. It was fun, seeing the kids. My son had never done apple picking before. And the last time that my daughter did, she was probably about 4 years old. So we filled up about a half a bushel of apples. So we're going to be eating apples for quite some time now. The last stop on the farm was the corn maze and the sunflower field. This corn maze was unbelievably huge. It was so big, and they actually did it in a theme. It said thank you and had like the medical symbol because they wanted to show appreciation for all the healthcare workers in the state of Oklahoma, which I thought was so sweet. Last was the sunflower field, and these blooms were just unbelievably gorgeous. They were so pretty. If I had to have a downside to this, it was that there were a lot of bees, which I'm kind of afraid of bugs, and so is my daughter, and just she and I went to this part of the farm. You can see I got a really good shot of this big old bumblebee. There were also a lot of stink bugs, which was funny, but they're just doing their thing. They really weren't bothering anybody. I hope you guys enjoyed my little family vlog. We had a really good time making this, and I thank you so much for watching. I'll see you real soon.